Blessings, what it do to the blessed the chosen, man? What it do to the blessed the chosen? Today's title is Sensitive Eyes for the Lord. You know, I know you see me looking at you right now. That's them sensitive eyes for the Lord. That's pretty much using your eyes for discernment in the final hour. And we're coming into a new era now. We already got the political race out the way. So a lot of y'all are waiting on. Some of you may know what's coming if you've been in your word and you've been on deep watch for the Most High. You know what's coming. So with that being said, we got to have our sensitive eyes for the Lord because we are still forgetting that they want a one world religion. They want to push Christ out. They want you to be the odd one, the children of Christ. They want them to be the oddballs out here. See, with this one world religion is it's allowing them to usher in the beast. That means we will be walking among the Nephilim. We'll be walking among robots. We'll be walking among transgender. And I'm not like persecuting anybody or down at anybody, but we're talking about in the eyes of God, sensitive eyes to God. So that means if there is a mass majority of people sleeping, they won't be able to see these things. They may feel singled out and lost and not know the reason why. This is what the world becomes to. That's why in the days of Noah, when the Nephilim was walking the earth, when the beast, the robots was walking the earth, God had to come down and open up his people's eyes so they could see through these things. Like there's gonna be people that may not be what they appear to be. So only with discernment and your sensitive eyes you'll be able to see these things. You'll be able to see in the spiritual realm when you look at somebody. You'll be able to see a person and they may have hidden surgery scars, and you'll be able to look at them and see them scars clear as day because the Lord brings them out through the love of his senses, through his sensitive eyes. And these are the sensitive eyes that you see with discernment through the Most High God. With that being said, we're gonna take it to the book of Thessalonians. The book of Thessalonians talking about how you get these abilities, how you're able to see, and that's by raising your faith. Timothy was taught to raise his faith and go out and share it with the world. So not only that he was able to see, but that God's children was able to see as well. Let's take it to First Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 1 through 6. And this is the New International. I usually go KJV, but we doing New International today. I had actually liked this interpretation. And it said, so when we could stand it no longer, we thought it best to be ourselves in Athens. We sent Timothy, who is our brother in God's service, in spreading the gospel of Christ to strengthen and encourage you in your faith, so that no one would be unsettled by these trials. For you know quite well that we are destined for them. In fact, when we were with you, we kept telling you that we would be persecuted. For this reason, when I could stand it no longer, I sent to find out about your faith. I was afraid that in some way the tempter had tempted you and that our labors might have been in vain. So what's this saying? We know that the day and the hour was gonna come that thee be persecuted. But what the Most High God wanted him to do in this time was tell the children of the Most High God to pray vitally. Don't cease from praying. This is when you taking your steps through work, you praying, you talking to God. When you getting on the bus, when you getting in your car to drive, you praying and you talking to God. This is the type of world you gotta live in. See, people will cease to exist within a blink of an eye, within a twinkle of an eye in the last hour. That's what the book of Thessalonians is telling us. That's why you will see people having all these weird deaths. You know what I'm saying? People just falling out. You know what I'm saying? People drink a cup of water and die. People who never ate sugar get diabetes. You know what I'm saying? This is what's happening in the last days. So you need that covering. You need God's blessing to survive these days. He has you here for a reason, and that's by your faith. So don't be discouraged, because remember, it says knowledge will increase in the last days. So God will be opening up his children's eyes. You know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Even when the 140,000, 44,000 people can be walking amongst us these days. You know what I mean? because God has instilled them and put you here for a reason in this final hour. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged and don't lose faith. See, that's by falling into the world system, falling into the system of the bandwagon of the media of what they want you to follow. See, I kind of tend to see what's going on in the media sometimes. And I say, man, they talking about this dude every day, all day. It's kind of like they indoctrinating us. They indoctrinated these people to be so fond over this pervert. You know, you think people ain't doing what dude doing in their homes? You think people ain't got baby oil in their homes? You know what I'm saying? They kind of indoctrinating us. But I told you, if they tell you to look to the right, there's something over here going on to the left that they want to blind the sheep from. But those who are woke and are God's children are standing watch in these final hours. And that's what it's all about, man. Seeing with your discernment, seeing in the spirit, acquiring these gifts in the spirit that the Lord has for you. Like I said, there's many gifts in the spirit, and it doesn't stop at one point. These are many, many levels of spirit gifts that goes high with this walk with the Most High God, man. Like I said, a lot of y'all going through it. A lot of y'all already being persecuted. A lot of y'all already being, bamboozled and played with out here, man. You gotta understand. Don't give up. Keep your faith and just lay it into God's hands because you cannot do it alone. And I'm just here to tell you that and share that with you, my brothers and sisters. Other than that, man, happy Sunday. Keep y'all head up and blessings. Peace.